Hello. So I have been working on an applescript to be able to export my patching from Capture to Jands Vista using numbers. And I want to share it with you. So below this video, you will find a link to download the file. Actually, you will be able to download two files. The first one is the Apple script itself, and the second one is a file, a capture file to test everything. So if you double click on the script, it will open this window asking if you want to install it in Numbers as a service. So you should click on install and done. The file has been moved to the services folder. So if you open Numbers, you should be able to find it under the services menu just here. And we will use it later. So now we have to prepare our file in Capture. So I have prepared some fixtures that are already patched. On this truss, you will find some ETC source for conventional lighting. Those are Vari-Lights 3000 and those Vari-Light Spot 3500. Okay. So in order to prepare this file to export the patch, what would you need to do is to renumber the units. So selecting the units on the last truss, you can choose sequential unit, and I will renumber by 1. So those are from 1 to 10. On the next truss, we will renumber now the Vari-Light wash from number 11. And finally, the spots here. Okay. So now, I've used the field node here as a field for the small name that you can assign to your fixtures in Jands. So we can rename the position or a short name for the fixture. And for those backlights, I would use the short name back. Okay. For the Vari-Light wash, I would use VLW, stands for Vari-Light wash. And for the spots, I would use the name VLS. Okay. So now we're ready to export our data. Under the File menu, I will choose Export Fixture Data. Okay. And I will rename this file Patch on my desktop. Save. Export. So now I have this CSV file, okay, that I will open in Numbers. Okay, and this is the file made by Capture. That, as you can see, it has a lot of information, and in order to work with Jands, we have to reduce that amount of information in only 4 columns. That's what Jands needs. Okay, so that's actually what the applescript I've been working on does. So we will use under the services menu the script, and it will do this, as you can see. And now we have our 4 columns. On the first one, we have the unit numbers already sorted from 1 to 22 here. The second column is for the universe and patching. In Capture, universes are called A, B, C, D, and in Jands 1, 2, 3, 4. So the script changed the letter for the number. The third column is for the name of the fixtures, and the fourth column our short name. Okay, so now I will export this file as a CSV file, and I will call it patch export. Okay, so now you will find a new file on the desktop, actually 2 CSV files, one made by Capture and the other one corrected in numbers with the applescript. So if we open a new file in Jands, now we should be able to import this patch file. So under the menu patch, you would choose import patch file, and I will choose on my desktop patch export. Okay, this will open the patch, and as you can see, it is asking to match, to find a match for fixture type etc source 4. As the etc source 4 is a conventional fixture, I would use in Jands a dimmer. So after clicking OK, I can choose here dimmer. So all the source 4s will be patched on a single dimmer. Now it is asking to match for fixture type Vari-Light VL3000 wash. So that's because the names in Capture and Jands are not exactly the same ones, so it doesn't recognize exactly which feature it is. So we have to match. So it's very easy. I would choose VL3000. It's the wash version. So say OK, and now for the Vari-Light 3500, it's the same thing. So we will choose VL35, and here it is. So now we have all our fixtures, as you can see, patched. So those are my single dimmers for the source 4s. Those are my VLW and VLS for the Vari-Light spots. As you can see, the short name appears under each one of the icons. So now we should be able to test this with our capture file. Okay, so let's go here to live, and then remove this window here. So finally I'm missing something. It's we need to connect the universe first. So I will use a streaming ACN here, and I will assign universe number 1. Okay, it's connected, and it should appear just here. So now we can test if everything is working correctly. I will start with the source 4, and it's working. Now let's see the very light washes, tilt, and pan. Okay, let's try the spots. Here we go. Perfect. And that's it. Thank you.